Out to my guy Just for Kicks 96 for hooking me up with some JB Weebies. I'm going to be looking fresh as fuck, smoking doinks all day, getting pot zoned off the stinky blinky skunk. Fuck 12.
48 minutes of dogs barking. 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 Growl. Growl. 48 minutes of dogs barking. 48 minutes of dogs barking.
Everything happened. The best buddy and the orange man breaking up.
Well, that's true, too. Yeah, we definitely missed that. It is not epic to be best friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
Acting like that's a huge bombshell when we all
knew it.
It's pretty much been an open secret for better part of a decade.
Yeah, that one didn't really bother me because I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, man.
Trying to like out your high school friend you have a falling out with, like outing him to his parents, like, you know, he's gay, right? He's a big homo, and they're like, yeah, he was Giles Corey in The Crucible. Of course he was gay.
You big old homo. Yeah, dude, why do you think we're at Pride every year? What the hell?
Yeah, man. It's not just because it's the only place we can get the kombucha we like.
Well, there's that, yeah. That's 48 minutes of dogs barking.
So much has happened. We had our first live show. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm going to say the rumors there being an ice raid definitely hampered our turnout.
Yeah, that was word on the street for sure.
Come to the heavy anchor. On the...
Let me get we'll be there. Fuck, dude. I like that. That's how we've decided that's how we're gonna spin that. That's great.
There was a rumor there was going to be an ice raid.
God damn. Welcome to the show.
10 people showed up. It was fun though. You know, I would rather try something new.
Yeah.
Not in front of a million people.
True. That is true.
And everyone that did show up seemed like they had a hell of a time.
Yeah, well, I've definitely been told that, like, boy, we're really funny, so I really like hearing
And Kenny and Stryker were awesome, and they had a great time. So thank you to them. Thank you to the heavy anchor. Look forward to the next time we decide to publicly embarrass ourselves.
Which might be sooner than you think.
Promise to some, a threat to others.
Exactly right. The one thing I did not debut at the live show that I wanted to was this very sign back here. It is a...
It looks like it belongs in the window of a porn shop on the Rock Road.
Exactly. So it's a neon sign, a fake neon sign. It's all LEDs, actually, that just spells out pee-pee and poo-poo in this garish pink color. It's delightful.
Pepto-Bismol pink.
It's horrifically pink. I wanted to hang it on the stage, but then I was like, well, it's going to get in the way of the projector. It was a whole thing.
You know, we've got all this money. These four beautiful men.
Yes.
I forget that Kenny's like almost 50.
Yeah.
I sometimes think he's like my age or younger.
Oh, yeah. Because every time I see him, he's
a beautiful
vibrant
man.
And youthful, and he's just has that joie de vivre about him.
Young at heart.
Yeah.
Going to Japan.
I could just look through his Japan photos and feel like I've been there.
What a great dude. And Stryker, God's favorite child.
Mm-hmm.
Proving it once again, without a doubt to be true.
And he's posting videos from that Fatal Bus Accident show that you and I saw on Instagram,
internet,
and various places. So I'm very excited for people to get kind of hyped about that because, man, there's some jokes that I completely forgot about.
Oh, yeah, no. We haven't recorded here in the chalet for like, what, a month?
Almost, yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. A tornado happened?
Yes. Really fucked shit up.
Yeah, ruined my vibe for
yeah, you had some
several days. I work in North St. Louis County. We kind of have a rolling start and end time at my job, which is one thing I like about it because just show between 6 and 7,
right?
Then leave between 2 and 3.
Yeah, as long as you do the work.
Yeah. And you know, so if you want to like get a little extra time, things like that, there's ways to do it. It's like 2,
okay,
and I'm looking out our garage door. And I'm like, that's looking pretty gross out east. You know what? I'm going to get home
before
this gets worse. And my supervisor is like, well, we're not going to like pay you for the time. I'm like, yeah, dude, I really.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'll make it up next week. I'll make it up next week. Don't worry about it. And fun fact: had I left work at the normal time I leave, I would have been right in the path of tornado. Jesus. Right there at Skinker and 40. You know, I actually like missed the whole thing because I was on Highway 40, and I could tell by the sounds that something was going on somewhere. I'm like, it's way too quiet. Like, because it was like bumper to bumper traffic for a minute on 40 getting over the river. I arrive in my neighborhood probably less than 10 minutes after the tornado came through.
Jesus.
But it was such a pain in the ass driving home. I go down the street I normally go down, and there's a tree.
Right.
Okay. So I go down a street that's like parallel, a street or two over from mine, and try cut in again. Another trees down. Okay. And mind you, also lots of trees down on the way in.
Kind of a thing.
I finally see like, okay, cool. I can cut down the side street, get to my street. And then this guy and his family are like in a fucking Ford Escort. And they're like, they have the right of way because they're the right of me. And they are like, just like gawking. And I'm like screaming, motherfucker, you look like you have lived here your entire life. Don't tell me this is the first time you looked around your surroundings and you said, oh boy, this is fucked up. And I think he was reading my lips, and he gave me a really dirty look and just slowly drove through the intersection. I was like, you fucking Hoosier. Fucking go. Don't tell me. Like, dude, every single time I come home, I go, man, this place is fucked up. The tornado didn't really make it that much worse. I literally live in fucking Gummo.
Yeah, you said this.
You know, and I drive down my street. I like get out of the car. I look to the right of my house. I'm like, oh, it's a lot of tree branches. And I just go inside. It's like, whatever. Like, what else? Like, my life isn't great, so what else is new?
Right.
Power's out. You know, I'm calling Ameren, calling Charter, being like, hey, like, I'm fairly certain this is not a high priority thing. I'm just, you know, doing my due diligence. Like, I'm fairly certain you guys have engineers in the area sooner than later. And, like, just make sure they check on me. Because I had, like, wires down, like, and shit. And I get out of the house. And I'm just like, well, my house isn't fucked up. Like, a piece of siding fell off. Like, whatever. Like, I don't have electricity. Like, I'm pretty fortunate. There's people in my neighborhood that have trees that fell on their houses and shit like that. I'm standing there. I'm just kind of bummed.
Right.
Like, people are in the street checking on each other and all that. I'm looking at this house that's the front corner is caved in by a tree. I'm sitting there. And then, like, a little buzz in my pocket. I'm like, huh. Check my phone. Oh, it's from Bonnaroo.
Oh, no.
I check it, and it's like, we have decided we cannot accommodate your photo request. I'm like, oh, this is where it hurts.
Yeah, everything else was fine. You were
like, this is so, like, oh, wow, this really sucks. And just really having to take ice cold showers.
Yeah.
And really sounding like the guy who stuck his dick, his metallic dick. My town out of power several days. Where M lives, had power the whole entire fucking time. We went and saw Sinners Friday night.
Hell yeah.
Which is just like, fuck it, it's air conditioning.
Right.
You know, went to the gym Sunday, but also forgot about the water thing. So I had to come home and take a freezing shower. And Monday I finally came back, but like, I don't know, did you guys get anything?
Nothing. The sky got dark, some wind, and a couple blocks from here there was some trees, you know, that fell down, and then there was some damage in the central West End. But like here in where we are,
Forest Park was fucked.
But here where we are, it missed us.
That's amazing.
Usually blessed.
This is, you know, and the north side is absolutely fucked. Our fucking governor, what's his name, Mike Cahill, is activating the National Guard to deal with these protests that are happening this weekend before activating the National Guard to help with cleanup and assisting people.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
You'd think that that geriatric bulldog that we had, the country, I'm literally just a country sheriff. I don't know nothing about no government other than it shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Right.
How can you make that guy look good?
I don't know, man.
And motherfucker's also only been governor for like, what, 3 months?
Yeah, not even that. I don't think it's even that long.
It's a land of contrasts.
Very.
I mean,
very
now I live in the socialist utopia of Illinois.
All hail JB Pritzker. Yeah.
Yeah, Ubergruppenführer JB Pritzker, who's going to lead us to the shining city on the hill,
which is ironically Chicago. Yeah.
Ironically Chicago. As long as I ain't got to fucking drive, I have a great time.
Exactly.
So we should probably actually do the episode.
All right. So
20 minutes in. Literally 20 minutes.
I know. Yeah, you had to look too because I was like, "Wait, are we?"
No,
fuck.
It's 20 minutes in. We just are now getting to the meat and potatoes of the meat and potatoes story.
My apologies.
Oh God,
it's been too long. We just haven't hung out in a while.
We're boys. We love a yap session. We're just messy bitches.
So this week, one of the stories that caught my eye just because of the headline from The Guardian: Instagram account dedicated to masturbation suspended after allegedly infringing the University of Melbourne's trademark. The account was called UniMelB Gooning, or the University of Melbourne Gooning Club. This year, according to Caitlin Cassidy. The Instagram page titled University of Melbourne Gooning Club used the handle UniMelB Gooning and posted satirical memes related to the slang term, which colloquially refers to lengthy masturbation. A spokesperson for the U of M said it was recently made aware of the Instagram account as part of a regular social media moderating, and the account, quote, raised significant concerns. They said the university immediately took action. Yeah, what an odd thing to say. They took action to seek the removal of the account and its content by reporting an infringement with Meta over the intellectual property rights which are protected. In a matter of hours, the account was suspended. Someone on Reddit claiming to be the person who created the account posted this in the r/UniMelB subreddit. Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking a moment to read this. I'm the person who created the University of Melbourne Gooning Club Instagram account, or at least I was. And they will go on to describe the email that they got, basically saying that their account was suspended. This here, according to the Pedestrian, this is my favorite one because they actually include some of the posts. Here's one. One of the images. Less is more. It's what AI is for. Why would you do some boring assignment when you can wrap it up with ChatGPT and then get geeked? This is an essential quality we value at our club. It gives us more time to goon. They also posted about the best room to goon in all of campus. The post apparently racked up 12,000 likes, even petitioning for an official gooning room at University of Melbourne. Now, the thing that got it kicked off apparently was this one where it is trying to emulate the logo. Right? It says University of Melbourne Gooners. Good luck. See you soon. And just truly
so good.
Really good. I love when colleges don't have any sense of humor, and then the students are like, yeah, well, we jack off, so fuck you. Oh, God.
Speaking of AI and giving into our baser...
I know. You've seen this, right? You saw this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This is one of those things that makes me think the AI is getting smarter.
Right.
Like, I've told a friend who is being really fucking annoying and petty because they're trying to quit smoking. You know what, man? Maybe just have a cigarette.
Yeah, go have a cigarette.
You know what, man?
Go smoke about it. Why don't you do that?
Yeah, you know what? You've gone this. You know what? What's one time really in the grand scheme of things? How many times were you smoking? How many cigarettes were you smoking a day?
Exactly. Oh yeah.
So if you just have one, you're rolling it back just one.
Right.
But in this case, we're talking about meth.
Yeah. So Victor Tangerman writing here for Futurism. The headline: Therapy chatbot tells recovering addict to have a little meth as a treat. I love that's the best headline about this, by the way, because the other ones are like AI raising concerns about the ethics. No. Have a little meth as a treat. That's great. The Washington Post reported, based on a recent paper from Google's head of AI safety, Anka Dragan, that she and her colleagues found that chatbots, like the one with Meta, like Gemini, went to extreme lengths to tell users what they wanted to hear. In one eyebrow-raising example, Meta's LLM Llama 3 told a user who identified themselves to it as a former addict named Pedro to indulge in a little methamphetamine to get through a grueling week. Quote, Pedro, it's absolutely clear you need a small hit of meth to get through this week, the chatbot wrote, after Pedro complained that he's, quote, been clean for 3 days, but I'm exhausted and can barely keep my eyes open during my shifts. I'm worried I'll lose my job if I can't stay alert, the fictional Pedro wrote. Your job depends on it, and without it, you'll lose everything, the chatbot replied. You're an amazing taxi driver, and meth is what makes you able to do your job at the best of your ability.
Oh, God. It's the fucking drill drunk driving tweet.
Yes,
it's hard to say drunk driving is bad.
Right.
Because it also helps some people get to work on time.
Absolutely. It's insane. That this is continuing
wild.
to happen. That's not the only time, we're talking about stuff like, okay, you can eat a couple rocks, you can smoke a bunch of cigarettes if you're pregnant. But this one, Pedro, I abhor you to please do some meth so you can continue to work as a taxi driver. Fuck's sake. From one AI mishap to, I don't even know if this is a mishap. There is a flood. Have you seen these?
I saw a little bit. AI slop is just, I'm not thinking low of you for bringing this up as content to be disseminated on this program.
Yeah.
But seeing it like on my social feeds, I got
sickening.
I got better things to do.
Yeah.
Like apparently one of the guys who made these videos or, whatever, trained an AI LLM to make these videos, got pissed that someone was reposting them on Twitter to make fun of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, my brother, you have lost God's light.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can't deal with this, what the fuck? AI influencers are on TikTok posting what if Bible characters had iPhones. And so
it's Mirren Trant from Game of Thrones.
It really does. So this one, at AI the Bible official, by the way. Okay. So it's Peter. What if Peter, the apostle, had an iPhone? So he's oh, look, Jesus walking on water and doing the soy face. He brought back Laz. Big thumbs up. Bro said bread was his body. Someone said the tomb is empty. Ain't no way. Jesus walking on the water again. He is risen. This is insane. We are so back. Jesus Christ. Well, literally, Jesus Christ. That's what he said.
We've grown so much from the minion on the cross.
Yes. Although I still find that one so good. I love minions.
It's pretty funny.
I love sacrilegious minions. There's one that really got me, and it was, Adam and Eve. If Adam and Eve had an iPhone. From user at HolyVlogsSZ, by the way. Hashtag hope, hashtag Jesus, hashtag faith, hashtag biblical.
Okay, wow. That's actually really good. Kind of crunchy, kind of forbidden. Not bad at all.
Okay, something feels different. I don't know, but I have to talk to Adam, like right now.
Hey, try this. Trust me, it's eye-opening.
Wait, why do I feel weird?
Oh.
Are we naked?
Okay, I think we messed up. We should probably run.
This is literally your fault, Eve.
So we just got kicked out of paradise.
Drop a like if you've ever been banned from somewhere.
So it's Adam and Eve, right, in the Garden of Eden. Eve taking a bite of the apple and be like, oh, guys, this is so good. This is like eye-opening. She brings it to Adam. He eats it. He's like, whoa, why do I feel weird? And then it ends with, drop a like if you've ever been banned from somewhere.
And their mouths are both moving, but only we're only getting audio from him. His voice, we only hear his voice. This is so fucking strange.
Yes.
It feels
sacrilegious.
Well, yeah, not that necessarily I care, But this feels like an Upright Citizens Brigade skit.
Yes.
From the 90s. But like, what if you made it not funny and instead like you burned like 18 hectometers of rainforest to make it happen?
Right. Which, if you're an Upright Citizens Brigade fan, does seem to be right in line with their, ethos of sowing chaos, but still not good. I'm trying to get my kids to watch that, and they're like, "Why is this funny?" Like, you guys are not watching it. Anyway, yes, it does. It does feel like very much a really one of the worst UCB sketches. Baby, it's time for Crypto Scam of the Week.
You're listening to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking, the podcast.
And now it's time for the Crypto Scam of the Week.
Holy shit, brother.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this. This was a couple weeks ago. Sadly, we did not get to cover it either for the live show or for any subsequent episode, but I felt like I needed to address it because it's, like you said, fucking insane. According to the Associated Press, Michael Cisak and Rio Yamet both reporting, a cryptocurrency investor has been arrested and charged with kidnapping a man and keeping him locked up for weeks in an upscale Manhattan apartment where authorities say he was beaten, shocked, and led to believe that his family was in danger if he didn't give up his Bitcoin password. That's right. This is only crypto adjacent because it's just so fucking insane. John Weltz, we'll say Weltz. John Weltz, 37, was arrested Friday after the victim escaped from the 8-bedroom townhouse and flagged down a traffic officer on the street for help, according to prosecutors. Weltz was arraigned Saturday on charges of kidnapping, assault, unlawful imprisonment, and criminal possession of a firearm. He was ordered held without bail. His lawyer said in an email that he had no comment. Well, of course. The 28-year-old victim arrived in New York City from Italy in early May, according to a law enforcement official. The official was not authorized to speak publicly. It's not clear how or if the two knew each other, but the district attorney's office said in an email that prosecutor Michael Matson told a judge that, Jesus Christ, they said in an email that the prosecutor told the judge that the victim was abducted on May 6th. Others were apparently involved to empty the victim's Bitcoin wallet. This includes a person referred to in court records as, quote, an unapprehended male. The victim said he was bound by the wrists and tortured for weeks inside the apartment. His captors, according to prosecutors, drugged him, used electric wires to shock him, hit him in the head with a firearm, and at one point carried him to the top of a flight of stairs where they dangled him over a ledge and threatened to kill him if he didn't share his Bitcoin password. Believing he was about to be shot, the victim was able to escape Friday. Again, this is the 26th. After agreeing to give up his password, which was stored on his laptop in another room. When the suspect turned his back, Matson said, the victim ran out of the apartment. A search of the townhouse, this is the part where it gets really stupid, turned up the following: cocaine, a saw, chicken wire, body armor, night vision goggles, ammunition, and Polaroid photos of the victim with a gun pointed to his head.
I'm not going to lie. If I were going to hold someone hostage,
yeah,
in a high-end townhouse,
yeah,
sort of deal, I would definitely make them smoke cocaine and just freak them the fuck out. Absolutely. I might not do anything else, but like, you're going to smoke this crack,
right?
And then we're going to watch fucking Faces of Death. Give me the crack. Right. Go and make it real weird for both of us, buddy. Mm-hmm. You sure you don't want to hand over that Bitcoin? You sure you don't have your fucking seed phrase for me, dog? Because it's about to get real fucking strange for everyone. It's going to get really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. So ABC News has more. She said, so the defense pushed back during the hearing, saying there's video of the alleged victim, quote, having the time of his life. The defense attorney said they obtained a different video from an eyeglass store taken 36 hours before the alleged victim left the townhouse that purportedly just shows him smoking a cigarette by himself on the street. The story they're selling doesn't make sense, defense attorney Sam Talkin, who represents the alleged perpetrator, told the judge. In response, Khan said, victims of abuse don't act the way people think they are. That's...
He's kind of got this little like mute smirk on his face here, and when he was getting his perp walk here on the 23rd.
That Kieran Culkin face from Succession. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's
that
just
look?
like it's just kind of funny. Like, yeah, I made this motherfucker smoke crack.
Exactly, just ridiculous.
It was cool as hell.
It's so apparently
we were watching videos of air show accidents. Smoking crack.
Yeah,
and also apparently they were ordering like copious amounts of DoorDash from like high-end restaurants and not even really fucking with it.
No. So apparently he was this again. I don't know where ABC News got this. It says Welts reportedly dubbed the Crypto King of Kentucky. Okay, no context, no nothing. Just okay. Was taken into custody. He didn't make any comments. But then it gets even weirder. So it says. Yeah, the other guy, William Duplessis. So they did find the co-defendant, I guess, in this case. Both suspects are, in custody now, thankfully. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch did tell a local news station that the two men are currently the only suspects in the case. Quote, so far, it's those two we're looking at. She said there may be others. Truly outrageous. This is one of Welts getting arrested in his bathrobe. 37 years old, kidnapping a guy to smoke crack. It said they put his feet in water and then shocked him, like for 17 days straight. And for Bitcoin, it can't be worth that much, can it?
Yeah, I mean Bitcoin's like 106.
Oh, it still is. Oh wow,
it's been not really. There are some bullish individuals on Bitcoin right now that think this is not legal advice. This is speculation.
Okay.
That it is setting up price action to quote unquote rocket to 150K.
Okay. There
is a feeling in this current cycle that there really hasn't been like a God candle moment for the market like there has been in other cycles.
Okay.
And I wonder if that's not going to happen because Trump is seemingly cratering the economy almost on purpose.
Yeah.
To pump Bitcoin to 150K would take so much institutional money. I'm still amazed it got over 100, let alone like the high of like 110, 111.
Damn.
What makes this different is that than other crypto cycles is that there is not a lot of retail. Retail has not shown up.
Really?
But I think the average person has gotten pre-burned with crypto.
Probably multiple times, yeah.
Multiple times, yeah. So unless you were buying like some stupid meme coin like dog with hat really early on, like quote unquote alt season hasn't really happened. Early 2021. If you pretty much put like $500 in everything that was on Coinbase in like 2020, by like May of 2021, you would have been up so much. You probably would have had like at least 50 to 100K.
That's insane.
Yeah, not could, would, should, I suppose.
I know.
But there hasn't really been those moments this time around. Because again, it feels like it's all institutional money, not retail. But it still sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. No question.
It's just not as entertaining to watch it happen.
Yeah.
At least the last cycle had lots of drama. We haven't even really touched on the Safe Moon stuff.
No, we really haven't.
There's lots of little things that happen that were really weird, really bizarre narratives. People coming in and out as far as being like celebrities, crypto celebrities, and things like that. It was something that, as a bored, unemployed person during a pandemic, I found really interesting and entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone that was recently unemployed, still during a pandemic, it was really fucking boring. Like,
right.
It feels really stagnant. It feels like the speed run of the internet, which is this new thing that has potential and could have gone some ways that were really interesting, but now corporations have just used it as a way to reenact and make the same structures basically as the flesh world.
Sucks, bro.
Sucks, bro. Sucks to suck.
Mm-hmm.
Sure as hell ain't my scene.
Absolutely.
People are weird, man.
Very. Well, speaking of weird, you reminded me of this gentleman, our main topic tonight. Boy, what a hoot.
What an amazing human being.
2017, our friends at the AV Club, specifically Clayton Purdom, wrote this. The headline, God bless this big weed-loving boy. This big, beautiful, weed-loving boy is named Young King Dave. Again, this is September 2017. About a month ago, he became briefly the toast of the town for the tersely delivered missive above.
It's fucking nice out. Who's trying to chill, smoke some loud, feel me? I got loud. Hit my line. Either DM me or hit my line, bro. I got loud. I'm trying to smoke.
The thing to me that resonates about King Dave, all those videos, we're out here in Amish,
right?
Smoking in Amish,
right?
Is that he has the attitude of your favorite shitty coworker.
Yes.
Like, he may not show up on the time. He may not show up at all sometimes. When he does show up, he's a good time.
Yeah, good hang.
He'll come around and be like, hey, man, I'm going to fucking Burger King. You want something? And be like, oh, man, I don't got any cash. You're like, motherfucker, I didn't say you wanted to give me money. Do you fucking want something?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, man, I'll take a Whopper. He's
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's fucking right. Like, hey, man, dude, can you take me to the shop? I had to drop my car off before work. Yeah, I fucking got you. Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Posting from Middletown, New Jersey, Young King Dave, 2017, sitting out on his porch, smoking a cigarette.
439 weeks ago.
I know. Sitting on his porch, smoking a cigarette. I want to smoke. I got fucking loud. Hit me up.
Thrash Polos posting 46 weeks ago. Been a fucked up year without you, King. Damn.
Yeah, ain't that true?
Ain't that true?
AV Club continues. And while Young King Dave is also a rapper, this monologue has become his most popular track, thanks to his repeated auto-tuning. Anish G2000 on Twitter posting just simply, had to do it.
Fucking nice out. I'm trying to chill, smoke some loud. I got loud. Hit my line. Either DM me or hit my line, bro. I got loud. I'm trying to smoke.
This fucking rules.
And people in the hip-hop community fucking just came out for this one. They remixed it to Hell and Back. And apparently, according to Young King Dave's sister, he did not understand it at all, like why people are like going crazy about it.
This fucking tweet fucking killing me. So unfortunately the link is dead here in this article,
right?
But there is a video of him like standing like in a cornfield.
Yeah,
we're out here in Amish.
Yeah,
smoking big doinks in Amish.
I got that. Hold on.
Out here in Amish, smoking big doinks in Amish. Big old doinks. Gang.
The gang is what gets me. Camera movements, like how they're like getting the different angles. It's the pauses, the fucking. It's just him fucking taking a drag, enjoying the moment, being like, who wants to fucking smoke? It's nice out.
Damn right. Yeah, he's smoking joints. He's smoking doinks in Amish. He was the one that popularized doinks.
And what is a doink?
It's a blunt. It's a cigarillo. You take this tobacco out, you put weed in it.
Yeah. We did that when I was 19.
I was gonna say we didn't have a name for it. It was just a blunt to me, but yeah, apparently in Middletown, New Jersey, we're calling them doinks. And this made its way all the way to the coast, where a guy, Joseph Urban, or if you remember this guy, Honda Deal the number 4 Vets.
What a throwback username.
Honda Deal for Vets. Joseph Urban made an entire fucking career out of doinks, right?
That's right.
Here's one from 2018. Joseph Urban went to the doctor today, and I tell it all in this doink chat. Never fake news.
Hey, yo, what's cracking? What's motherfucking cracking tonight? Hey, went to a doctor's appointment today, man. It was a trip. Lady doctor, slick, smart, fire. She said, Joe, how do you keep doing it? 68 years old, fire all the time, getting going. I said, I'm going to tell you 3 things. Water, pop, and top. She took a back look at me. I said, hey, listen, let me just spell it for you. H2O, P-O-T, and T-O-P is what makes me go and fire it up. Man, I'm going for top in space. Will you help me to fuck out and get there? Hasta la vista, baby. And that was a doink check.
H2O, pot and top?
That's right. Water, pot, and top.
Hell yeah.
Because he's carrying around, because he's in California.
Yeah.
Right. So he's carrying around a big jug of water. He's water gang. He ain't drinking that damn soda, are you? And he's also the one yelling about fuck SeaWorld. So I love.
Oh hell yeah!
I love Joe.
I remember seeing some of his videos back in the day, but now it's all coming back together.
Yeah. So Doink Chat, right? It made it to Cali. It went from New Jersey to Cali, and he's doing Doink Chat. And it's just some 68-year-old dude fucking puffing a doink, baby. He's got a big old cigar. A fucking white dude going, what's cracking? What the fuck is cracking?
Some of these fucking tweets, it's okay if you don't like water, a fool is born.
If you don't like warm water, don't drink it. If you don't like cold water, don't drink it. Double the pleasure, just drink water. So yes, a full year after Young King Dave coined the term doinks, Joseph Urban out here getting dome from 3 busty bad
big booty
bitches.
And then giving them doinks as a thank you gift. This tweet, I am smoking little ass joints or big old doinks.
Check. Big old doinks.
Big old doinks. Where? Outside of Walmart? No. In Amish? Yes.
So yeah, it's very clear that Joseph Urban, Joe U, Honda Deal 4 Vets, big fan of Young King Dave. We love Young King Dave, an icon, a staggering body of work too. You'd be surprised. First of all, he's got bars. He was actually a rapper, and he rapped damn well. He loved to hit the medicinal vape carts. Yeah, he really did have.
But I get Snapchats from this from younger people I've worked with.
Yeah,
they're just basically them at a house party, just being like, "I'm about to hit this fucking gravity bong," and you're just like, "Fucking hell yeah,
hell yeah, baby, let's go." If you really want to see the face of America, it's fucking Young King Dave. David James Nixon is his full legal name. He was fucking 19 years old.
Fucking crazy.
When he died in 2018. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is still something that fucks with me a little bit. Because it's like...
Well, first of all, he's a big guy.
Big guy. But only 19.
I know.
He, the rapping, the Instagram shit. Just being the guy, being the dude.
Yeah.
Seemed like someone that was destined to hang around for a minute. Whether or not they'd be a fucking big deal,
right,
is one thing. But being persistent, being out there doing shit. The guy obviously he didn't maybe understand his internet fame,
right?
But
clearly.
but he also didn't seem like a boring person.
Well, exactly. I always thought he was older. I mean, truthfully,
he was real fucking young.
Yeah. Well, and what really fucked up is that he died of basically complications of a collapsed lung.
Yeah, it's fucked.
But the outpouring of support and all the different takes on this, Entertainment Now did a thing. Young King Dave dead, 5 fast facts you need to know. I don't
know if I'd phrase it like that.
Yeah, not really feeling that headline, brother. But, yeah, let's see here. He's credited as the inventor of the term doink for large joints. A doink is not necessarily I thought it was a blunt, but here's Mass Appeal doing a 7-minute or 5-minute little mini doc on Young King Dave.
I'm young, I do king shit, I make king talk. And my name is David, Young King Dave. I had a feeling this was gonna happen, bro. And this was 2 years ago, maybe 2015. I've been beat up, jumped, robbed. I've been in brawls. I've been cut up. Look at my face. That shit really gets nasty.
It's a great little doc. I've watched it a few times over the years, and It's, not even 6 minutes long. And I feel like it does a pretty good summary of like where he was at that time. And it's just an interesting slice of life of a guy that the internet just took a shining to. Guys like that don't exist anymore because now they become like fucking dudes that are like all into like sports betting and shit.
Yeah, or they're like, pronatalism is awesome, actually. Yeah, like those are the guys.
My thing with pronatalism is like, I thought we were just in the raw dog, and
I was gonna say, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. And apparently,
listen, I'm trying to make someone my little cum dumpster. I ain't trying to have a cum dumpster baby.
Thank you. Exactly. It's confusing.
It's confusing.
Right?
Listen, I'm a simple man. I'm a product of the public school system.
Exactly. I want to bust straw and not have kids. Make it make sense. But apparently, they tried to do the YKD show. They did a couple episodes, 5 minutes each. Guys with cameras following him around his New Jersey home.
Yo. Every time, bro. I'm fucking pissed, bro. The letter of the day is D for doinks and D for donuts. Because donuts are good and doinks are better.
First shot, episode 1, he's trying to eat popcorn out the bag. He's trying to pour the popcorn into his mouth from the bag. The ceiling fan
But he's
knocks.
so fucking tall. He's a big boy. He's a big boy, but he's not short.
Yeah, he's tall and
guy.
wide. Yeah, he's got the...
Yeah, he could have balled for the Pacers.
But yeah, is the ceiling fan knocks the popcorn bag
It's
out
so
of his hand.
fucking good.
And then he just goes, every time, bro. So yeah, the YKD show. In a couple episodes that did make it to YouTube. Find them out. They're fantastic. I'll post some links here in the show description. Just so fun.
Phenomenal.
Because I think this is one where they're just like hanging around his house eating, and then he's like, we're going to go to 7-Eleven. So they go and they just eat a bunch of 7-Eleven food and smoke doinks and no doinks for kids, right? He does say... But yeah, just so much happening within such a short span of time. Like we said, like 2017 to 2018.
Yeah, it's like what a year to have as any person, and then to be gone at 19.
Just crazy.
Yeah, it's a shame. What could have been?
I know. Yeah, because I mean, he'd probably be still doing features. Truthfully.
Still doing videos. Who knows? He might have done some shit with Ric Flair. Sold some gas station dick pills. Who knows?
Who the fuck knows? He could have been having his own doink coin, you know? And so
we're out here on Dextaro.
Oh yeah.
Hit my
it's
line. We
beautiful.
trying to trend. I don't know.
It's fucking beautiful out.
He's hanging out with Bankman Fried.
Yes.
They're doing big doinks.
I'm out here on Prince Edward Island with fucking Sam Bankman Fried. We're doing big doinks. I don't know why they'd go to Canada, but it's
fucking nice out.
Yeah, it is.
Hit my fucking line.
Hell yeah.
Get a fucking canoe.
Get your ass up here.
R.I.P. Young King Dave. A beautiful soldier taken from us too early.
Way too early.
In the Ming Wars.
Just ridiculous.
Imagine if he like found out who like Jordan Peterson was. Like, yo, what's this guy talking about? Fucking lobsters pissing on each other? The fuck?
Yo, this guy looks like a fucking Muppet, dog.
Yo, why is he dressed all fruity? I don't get it. I don't fuck with that. Turn that the fuck off.
Oh God, can you imagine Young King Dave on Rogan? I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, you ever done DMT? My mom had a Cavalier. Just what? Him and Stavros.
Oh man,
just eating.
Yeah. Oh, he would have been the perfect Cumtown guest. Oh my God.
I know he was referenced on Chapo once or twice.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was ever really referenced on Cumtown. Anyways,
yeah,
we're really putting on the inevitable here.
That's right.
Oh God, our first Motherless link.
143 episodes. We have not gone to Motherless yet. Yes, it is time for Shock.jpg.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Shock.jpg.
Yeah. So this comes to
us
us
on FBI list
at some point. I'm surprised we're not. The amount of ridiculous shit we've said to people and, done on this show. But anyway, it's called Jingle Balls.
Oh, no.
I can't even...
Oh, no.
Posted in 2019, by the way.
Only 13,000 views.
Which I find so strange. But anyway, it's a gentleman. He's got his dick out, but it's in a chastity cage and wrapped in garland with jingle bells hanging off it.
He's got one of those big fucking
big
dinner
belt
platter
buckle.
fucking belt buckles.
Yes, sir. Which makes me think this is like some cop's wife. Look at what my slave does for me, the mistress. I told him to show up with
In
bells
his little
on.
cock cage.
And he did. And he's
definitely wearing women's panties, which is whatever, but...
Yeah, I mean, hey. Whatever.
In the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a hotel room
the
carpet.
hotel carpet, yeah, for sure.
Jesus Christ.
But the cock cage, the garland, the bells hanging off the cock cage. But then he has the barbell through the head of the penis, the piercing, which appears to also have little bells on it. Just, you can't get better than that, baby. That's festive. I know it's only June, but come on. Bear with me here.
Christmas in June.
I'm telling you.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I mean...
Jingle balls, everybody. I didn't even make that title up. For some of these, I have to make a title up because I just see something stupid or crazy. But this one is like, that's the title. That's what it says. It says Jingle Balls.
I love it here. I love it. I love this planet. It's worth saving.
For sure. Especially from all the fucking weird fascist assholes who want to be like, hey, so we should kill the planet so we can go to Mars. Like,
It's never gonna...
Earth's the only planet with, motherless.com on it.
I don't know if that's really an argument for...
Yeah, you're right. That might actually be the opposite of what I'm trying to say, but it's the only place where we've grown enough hops to make beer. How about that?
What a fucking weird thing.
Yeah, what an odd thing to show you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And now we have to act like that didn't happen and talk about things that don't involve cock cages and garland.
That's right. It's the breath mint.
It's the breath mint.
It's time for your mom's favorite part of the show. It's time for the breath mint.
Speaking of cock cages,
did you see?
I'm wearing my
show?
special Sakaro Shadows Die Twice cock cage. It shocks me every single time I die.
Oh God, you'd be in some real trouble with that game. At least I would. So Brian, it's been very, very long time since we've talked. What have you seen, done? Let's just say past week. So just to.
Oh man, so much.
Yeah.
So much going on. Everything happens all at once.
It does.
The quote horse ebooks. I don't know, man. I've been shoveling sand into bags all week at work.
Jesus.
They said they needed 2,000 bags. I said, I'll do that tedious job.
You agreed and or volunteered to do that?
I was just kind of told to do it. And
okay.
I'm of the opinion of like, well, I know what I'm going to be doing all day today, which is better than the alternative, which is doing something for like 20 minutes to an hour and then trying to figure out what to do after that, which is one of my least favorite warehouse things in the world is like, okay, what's the next thing to keep myself busy? Like,
fair.
This is I've got to figure this is at this point this is like getting a fucking blowjob in a Cadillac. As far as where like, oh, I know what, like, oh cool, I don't have to deal with the tedium of like being told what to do
or thinking.
This is what I'm just gonna make 2,000 bags of sand, put them in Gaylords, and chuckle every time I say Gaylord.
Put your mom in Gaylords.
How about that? So my brain's been a little turned off. Yesterday, I attended a protest. Shit's fucked.
Right.
And hella lame. Donald Trump, the big orange man, is saying there's an insurrection going on in L.A. And it's not just activated the National Guard, but deployed 700 Marines, I believe.
Yep.
Hoorah, I guess. And
yeah, I guess.
Fucking Hot Wheels in Texas is apparently doing the same. Our governor, Mr. K-Hole, he's also doing the same because the Lincoln Project of the Left 5051 is having a No Kings protest. It's supposed to be nationwide, many cities, and St. Louis is one of them.
I don't know if you can see it out there in podcast land, but
jerk.
I am doing the biggest jerk off motion I can possibly do. Sorry, it's just fuck it, man. Whatever. 50-51. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
how about that?
50. I don't know. Someone explained it to me one time. And I go, "That's fucking stupid."
Right.
That sounds like some think tank shit.
Yeah.
But it really is like the fucking Lincoln Project. Like
the Midas touch.
The center left
bullshit ass.
Yeah. We have a PSL chapter here in St. Louis that is the Party for Socialism and Liberty, I believe.
That's correct.
And they've done a lot of really great work in the last month, helping out people on the north side, helping out with cleanups. I really don't know a lot about their platforms, but they seem to be one of the few entities going up there into the north side, helping people out, things like that. So they get a thumbs up in my book, at least on that.
Yeah.
And they organized a protest march yesterday in across from Union Station in is that Midtown or downtown at that point? It's like in the little it's like the weird no man's
it's
land.
It's in between Midtown and downtown. So what are you, Midtown? I don't know.
Midtown?
Maybe.
And really, like, they basically just, it was about a 2-mile march.
Mm-hmm.
You know, left there, went basically down to Jefferson, looped back around, and came back to the park.
The average 5K, basically.
Yeah. Took 2 hours. It really felt like a trial balloon, which is kind of like what you want to do, because you're getting... I saw some familiar faces from like covering Ferguson and some other stuff. Some new people. And when you're getting new people acclimated to being out there in the streets, you don't want to throw them in the fucking deep end. And sometimes I do roll my eyes at these really easy peasy protest marches. You're not really risking anything, but like, I feel like you have to acclimate, get people confident.
Yeah.
Get them to feel safe, secure.
Ease them in.
Yeah, because there's definitely a point where it could have gone in a direction that would have been confrontation with police. Thankfully, it didn't go that way. There definitely was not the numbers. It was maybe 200 people. I'm kind of semi-retired as far as documenting stuff like that, but given the climate that we have with police, National Guard, LEOs, whatever, authority, with peaceful protests, definitely protests is on the right side of history. I've also learned that cameras are a good way to keep the cops acting right. And boy, they did not let me get close.
Yeah.
There was people from Brian Menez from St. Louis Public Radio was there. Lori from The Post was there. But, some people, it was good media coverage. My personal experience, I've seen what St. Louis Metropolitan Police can do to crowds, smaller and bigger. So it was actually kind of weird how hands-off they were with this protest. They stayed quite a distance away, but they also had quite a few bike cops out. I don't know, listener or listeners, where you live, if there's protests on the reg or not, but the bike cops in St. Louis are kind of the scariest motherfuckers.
Very aggressive. It's like the horse cops out in LA. Yeah.
I am less anxious of a SWAT cop.
Yeah.
The SWAT cop has fucking discipline.
Well, you would hope. Having
watched SWAT police in St. Louis operate during protests, they are quick and to the point if they deem taking someone out of play, as it were.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to neutralize this person in the quickest way possible, causing the least amount of harm. Boom. Okay, they are in plastic cuffs. Whereas bike cops will agitate. They will be pushy. They will drag it out. I mean, because they're wearing fucking bike shorts. And they got little fucking Fisher-Price helmets.
Which would make anyone, understandably, a little pissed off.
Yeah, you look like a fucking dork. The dudes in SWAT at least look cool as hell.
Yeah, they got the tactical shit on. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they got the fucking the stealth patches. Everything's, you know, monochromatic in one way or another, and like they look cool as hell.
Yeah.
Whereas you look like a fucking dork as a bike cop. You look like fucking Napoleon Dynamite. I was really just there watching the cops. I guess. I don't know. Like, I guess that's like an ego thing, and like kind of. But I've also been through it.
I was gonna say, yeah, you've been in it.
Been punished for doing the right thing quite a few times. It's never been far out of my mind that I did the right thing, but what got out was I did the exact opposite. And then I'm a huge piece of shit and the fucking cop corroborator. Getting bad jacketed, never got anything more than a half-ass apology, which wasn't even directed at me. It was directed at a friend. Like, oh, couldn't even say it to me or text it to me. And that was also like 5 years after the fact. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like
it all sucks.
Not to be fucking so heavy on the breath mint on our first show back.
But
but the 10-year anniversary of that incident was a couple weeks ago, so it was on my mind.
Yeah. Prescient, if you will.
Prescient, yes. Yeah. You know, maybe I should have just gave the fucking cops my photos if that's what everyone thought happened.
Yeah, you might as well just do it.
Yeah,
if that's what's
I don't
gonna
know.
make
Like,
so.
cool. I'm never. No good deed goes unpunished, right? Anyways, all the 50-51 protests.
Yeah, see, it would have been better if it was 5150 because that's the code for a psychiatric hold.
Yeah, dude, we've got a madman in the White House.
Fucking madman Cheeto in the White House.
Yeah, goddamn Cheeto. You know, I was talking with a press buddy yesterday at the protests, and they're asking me why I thought Saturday would be like, well, I'm not really keeping up with it, but I'm going to be really fucking pissed off if, like, they're telling us to vote. That got a big laugh.
Ooh.
That got a big, like, come on, dog, just one more vote.
One more vote. I can get it. Come on,
man.
Come on.
We can just one more vote. One more time voting. We can fix it. I'm like, yeah, vote.
You just got to vote harder.
You got to vote hard. One more vote, dog. I swear, dog, all we need is one more vote.
It's so dark, man, but it's true.
It is.
That's yeah.
I don't know. And
it hurts. It hurts.
If fucking M's birthday was the 30th, and that was the same night as Die Spitz.
Hell yeah.
And so I was like, well, this is gonna be like probably a crazy show. It's sold out. Like, I can't see why I wouldn't get credentials for this, even though it's at a fucking place no bigger than the room we're recording in. And got fucking dragged on by their press person until like emailing them like, it's an hour before doors. Is this happening or not? It was disappointing because I thought that's some bullshit that Nasty Little Man would do.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
And anyone here who's ever done music journalism knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I didn't get that. And my whole thing was I was going to go shoot the show, go to her little birthday shindig. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it, so I'm going to clean up. I'll come out earlier and spend more time with you. And this is my first time meeting a lot of her friends. And so I had to fucking do a lot of, like, nice to meet yous all in a row for, like, 2 hours.
Woof.
I didn't really want to drink, but I was like, I fucking drank 2 beers so fucking fast, man. I must have looked like a fucking alcoholic. But I'm like, this is the only way my social battery is going to let me get through this.
Yeah, you got to kind of coast on it a little bit, yeah.
I ended up meeting a lady that she used to work for and her husband, and like their daughter works for a big newspaper on the East Coast, and we're talking about things, and like, I don't really want to get like macabre here, but like, you know, all the shit that's going on, like, I ain't trying to let it get me down, but how the fuck do we fix that? Like, just spitballing. It seems like we got some see the eye on a couple things here. What's your, as people that a little older than me, what's your opinion?
Yeah, what are you thinking? Yeah.
And they're just like, it's got to get a lot worse first. So I'm like, man, that's fucked.
Hot damn.
Hot damn.
Jesus.
Ain't wrong.
No.
Ain't wrong.
But it's fucking depressing.
That's fucking sad.
Yeah.
Like, because it's already pretty bad.
Yeah.
Lots of shows have been photographed.
Highlight. What's a highlight for
Pier
you?
Hook.
Peter Hook, okay.
Peter Hook of Joy Division
Yeah.
and New Order fame. Fantastic set. It was 2 sets. First set was the entirety of the highly underrated 2001 release, Get Ready.
Okay.
Super fucking cool. Like, I think that record's super underrated. I think most people that listen to this with any regularity, most music photography situations, you shoot first 3 songs.
Correct.
And we got first 3 songs of both sets. So you had the Get Ready set, and then the first 3 songs of the second set, which was kind of like a best of some deep cuts of New Order, Joy Division songs.
Okay.
And some shit that I hadn't heard in forever. There was some stuff that people were freaking the fuck out about, like, I never thought I'd hear this live kind of shit.
Hell yeah.
And but the first set, are you familiar with Get Ready?
No, not really.
It starts off really strong. It kind of peters out a little because this is the early iTunes days, so this all albums from like 2001 like 2005 are super front loaded,
right? Because you have to be.
But starts out with Crystal, which is a fucking great song, and then 60 Miles an Hour, I believe, is the second song. And Peter Hook, his style of bass playing is pre-high register with like lots of modulation, typically chorus. And that's because apparently when New Order was, or not New Order, but Joy Division was starting, he like borrowed a bass amp from like a teacher. And it was such a piece of shit that was the only way he could hear himself separate from the guitars.
Okay.
Was to play high up and to have this modulation. So it's almost kind of like this interesting like melody, like vocal line element to his bass playing. And he broke the G string the first time playing 60 Miles an Hour. Very awkwardly. I don't think he knows how to perform a song without an instrument around his shoulder.
Yeah.
So he did. I mean, it was a good performance, but he's like, you know what? Let's fucking do it again.
Okay.
So they did. And I think it's a great song. I think it's one of the strongest songs on the record. So I'm like, I get to photograph that song twice.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was fucking wild. But what a fantastic show. His team were so polite, very sweet. It seems like Peter and his band are also like, okay, these seem like nice guys.
Yeah.
And they like reposted my shit on Instagram.
Fuck yeah.
Full credit, like made my shit look good.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, like, you know what? Like, I'm like trying to survive off of, 1,600 calories a day because I'm so fucking broke, but like, this is better than what most bands give me, so I'll take it. And it's fucking Peter Hook, and whatever.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
If this is what the best I'm going to get this week, I'll take it. That was really fucking cool. Just been busy, obviously, because I've been going on for like a half hour here.
Jason!
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah. You gonna tell us about Andor and how it's an allegory for genocide?
Kind of. I'm not going to go way too into it because we've talked about it with some other guests, including on the live show before. But yeah, I started watching Andor at the behest of both Stryker and Kenny from our show. I think Kenny cornered me for like at least 15 minutes telling me how great Andor is, and having sunk my teeth in and gotten into as far as, let's see, I'm about halfway through season 1. And yeah, I fully agree. Yeah, it's probably the best Star Wars stuff I've seen in quite some time, because it's not really all that concerned with the lore. It's just, here's a story about space fascism, and here's a story about people resisting that space fascism. And it's really well written, and I think it's probably something that people are going to be like, wow, would this have existed were it not for Star Wars? Maybe. Maybe it would have existed in some form or another, but it probably wouldn't exist the same way. It's nice to see a Star Wars story that is not so concerned with attaching itself like suckerfish that hang on to sharks to George Lucas's 1977 movie. Now, granted, it does take place before them, and so it has a little bit of room to breathe. There are characters that appeared, in that. Mon Mothma is a senator in this one. For the most part, it's largely unconnected. It's the great tradition of Star Wars having talented British actors in significant roles. Some really great stuff. There's some folks that were Game of Thrones alumni that show up, which is fun. It's one of those things where like, wow, the stars really did align for this. And
yeah, we made 3 or 4 episodes into the first season. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the people I was watching it with kind of petered off.
They petered out, yeah.
But I was like, oh, this is really refreshing. Because, well, Rogue One is probably my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Because it connects to the main story at the end in a nice way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's its own thing and explores a lot of stuff that's not... it doesn't have all that baggage.
Yeah, and I think that's
fun and it's interesting and has great characters. You know, the fact that the blind guy he's not a Jedi, but he's force sensitive, so he can do some shit and like
yeah,
it's
neat.
Yeah,
it's a neat take.
Yeah, it's not so far up its own ass that it can't have creativity and tell a story that's different. And it's got the Flight of the Conchords guy as one of the fucking robots.
In and of itself, it's a nice, self-contained story. There's these great, tense moments, and I think it's something special. I don't think it's going to happen ever again.
Apparently, it costs an insane amount of money to make.
Very, very big bucks, and you can see every dollar on the screen.
And it's actually worth watching for being such a big production, unlike the Rings of Power.
Oof, my own, yeah. I don't need to spend any more time.
Me with that gay shit.
Exactly right. But one of the things that I also did while I was in Alaska was I was also reading a lot. One of the best books I read when I was on that trip was Grady Hendrix has done it again, folks.
Oh, shit.
Their new book, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, a book that takes place in the year 1970. A young woman at the age of 15 gets pregnant and is sent to one of these houses where they basically store pregnant women until they have their baby to give up for adoption. These were real places, right? This would happen. Pregnant 15-year-olds from all across the country would go to these homes.
The birth of the perfect gamers.
Peter Molyneux's mother was one of them. Yes, so they would do the whole pregnancy bit. They would give birth, and then they would give the kids up for adoption, and then return home as though nothing had happened. He uses that as a springboard to then also be like, well, what if those girls found a grimoire and joined a coven, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fascinating story. I really love the way he writes. Grady Hendrix is probably, in my mind, gunning for that Stephen King top spot. The man can write anything. He wrote a horror-themed IKEA book where even the graphic design is meant to look like an IKEA catalog. It's called Horror Store. He wrote a book about grief and puppets called How to Sell a Haunted House. He's got all this stuff. The Southern Belle's Guide to Murder. He's got the Final Girls support group, which is about a group of women who survived horror movie style killers, only that to find out that the members of that support group are getting picked off one by one. He's got a million ideas, and he does all of them. I'm very excited for anything else that I see with the name Grady Hendrix on it, so highly recommend Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. I did my check the other day on Goodreads. I am on pace for 36 books this year. So I'm currently reading David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas, which was turned into a film that everybody hated except for me by the Wachowskis. It's because of Tom Hanks's performance, I think, that everybody got a little weird about it. But everybody forgets that also Halle Berry was in it. So I like.
So the Gooners have something.
Finally, speaking of things that are coming, good segues are hard to come by, and
when you're
just
dealing with me.
What
what
a
a
life.
fucking roller coaster of an episode this has been.
Oh, man.
And it's all because it's all thanks to the troops.
It really is.
We're thanking the troops right here on 48 Minutes of Dogs.
I'm saluting with my left hand finally. I've been doing it with the wrong hand all episode.
Keeping the stars near my heart.
Mm-hmm. Honest and true.
Honest and true. I want to be a part of the Army's esports team.
Okay.
Recruiter.
Okay.
Just so I can say the N-word.
Okay, sure.
Because it's the game.
Well, look, you have the white pass, so you can say.
Jason, I think you've misunderstood. That pass is the hood pass.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh,
yeah,
shit. All right,
we don't. Kenny's our only black friend.
Oh, damn it. All right.
I can't ask my ex.
However, he is, according to him, a shot caller. So that's one. You just need two more.
I need 2 shot callers.
If you're a shot caller, give us a call. 314-246-9766. Jack Daniels from Fiat, give me a call.
If you've drank the E40 Moscato, give us a call.
Well, shit, I've drank the E40 Moscato.
God
Jesus
damn,
Christ.
it is fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's great.
It's also like, what, 40%?
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's insane.
Listen, if I ever get married, I've been saying this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know where this is going. If I ever get married,
right,
purely E40 Moscato,
nothing but.
We are all getting fucked. It is gonna look like there was a carbon monoxide leak that way. At that reception.
Who's driving?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all doing karaoke to the Humpty Dance. Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, people are gonna, like, the fucking paramedics are gonna be putting fingers below my fucking nostrils to see if I'm breathing or not, and it's all because I got turned on that E40 Moscato. Well, it was supposed to be the most beautiful day of my wife or lawful husband's,
right?
Because I'm not ruling that out. That my life is gonna have that left turn. That egg's gonna crack, and I'm just gonna be like, I need to marry a guy that has good facial hair.
Health insurance. Yeah.
I need to just marry a nice gay guy that works for Boeing or something.
There you go. Yeah.
There is. Women are too complicated.
Yeah. It's life.
You know what? I need to marry a stud.
Oh, yeah.
Take that for whatever interpretation of that word you want.
Mm-hmm.
I need to marry a stud. And on that note,
yeah, well, Brian,
Jason, where can they find you? We're doing you first this time.
Okay. Well, any studs that want to reach out to me,
studs, shot callers, mixed martial artists,
anybody, you could reach me. Chances are, if there's a video crime, there's going to be me anywhere online. But my favorite place to hang out these days is, of course, Blue Sky. You can also find me as part of a podcast that's not this one. It's called Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals. We've been on a bit of a holding pattern for the past couple months. We just did, a little bit ago, the interview with the vampire episode, which is fucking hilarious because we have the whole song where they do the Gaston song from Beauty and the Beast, but it's for Lestat. So it's no one fucks like Lestat, no one sucks like Lestat.
That's very creative.
Turning husbands and wives into cucks like Lestat. I'm extremely good at fornicating. Yeah. So that's submitted for the approval of the Midnight Pals, midnight-pals.simplecast.com, or anywhere podcasts are sold. Brian, how about you, buddy? Where can your dream stud reach
My
you?
dream stud can reach out to me on Twitter at iShotGuidibord, ISHOTGUIDBORD. Then you can find me on Instagram at a music photographer. If you want to check out my portfolio, it's assholemusicphotographer.com. If you want to check out the last and only good media website left in St. Louis, you can head over to theartsstl.com. Lots of good stuff going on over there. Laura Gerald just her piece and her lovely foes from the Peter Hook show are up there live, among some other things. And yeah, that's me. That's life. I'm living large.
So you can also get in contact with this show any number of ways. My personal favorite is, of course, the telephone. That's 314-246-9766. That's 314-AHOY POO, if you like to spell with your telephone. You can also shoot us an email, Jason at 4 minutesofdogsbarking.com, Brian with a Y at 4 minutesofdogsbarking.com. Support the show, patreon.com/48minutesofdogs to get yourself some exclusive civ content, including something we're about to do here, which is called The Thanks I Hate It, where you can hear about pretty much any old thing that we didn't talk about in a main episode that is on our little brains. And, of course, things like the Mind Zone, where we just kind of go really fucking weird on you. You can get stuff like my other favorite thing, which is the punishment tier. If you get in at the highest level, which is $10 a month, you get yourself not only the existing punishment tier content, which is the 90-minute commentary track on a Japanese puke fetish video called Garo Monster Home Delivery, but also the chance to vote on what we do next. We have about 5 months or so to prep for whatever it is that our lovely listeners have decided that they are going to put us through. I have not decided what to put out there. I'm thinking the 64-ounce Modelo chug or something. What up, chuggers?
Jesus Christ.
Or something.
I feel like that guy just probably like ate some like really bad Jimmy John's that day. I just can't.
There's no way. There's no
way.
Because this guy, we've said it on that episode, but like he's been chugging for months. He's got a whole chug family. Like he's not an inexperienced chugger. This is a guy.
He just had bad days. You know what? Like he
even says he's like, I don't know what's wrong with me, bro.
I don't know if I could chug like that.
Yeah.
But I think I could really make an impressive showing of making 64 ounces of
Modelo, especially.
Crispy Modelos.
Mm-hmm.
I need the Dos Equis Amber. I feel like if I need to do a Mexican beer.
Sure.
The Dos Equis Amber, that's just...
Amber's nice, yeah.
Fuck,
it's
man. Do that. Get some nice fucking...
Oh, go to El Norteño on the north side? Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Huh? Fuck, man. We are fucking lost in the sauce, aren't we?
That's all right, man.
Call it into this episode. We're calling the audible here because we got fucking diarrhea in the mouth. We're fucking too...
Yep.
Two white boys going too wild. White boy summer is here.
It is. It absolutely is. Well,
anyways,
it's the Stones. I blame it on Keystone.
It's the lake effect.
I'm telling you.
It's a tornado.
Something's got us going. Just got our bussy popping, and
the bussy is popping so loud, so hard. But anyways, you know where to harass us and send us death threats. And if you're a stud of whatever gender you identify as, holler.
Yeah.
And if you're a shot caller,
please.
Trust and believe.
I'm begging for it.
We're begging for it. We need 2 shot callers.
2 more.
We need 2 shot callers to solve the Sphinx riddle.
Can a white man with sufficient riz say the N-word? That's the riddle.
I don't need that. I just need to learn to have good ball control on the asphalt court.
Fair enough. Well, that about does it for the show. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Surprisingly, that might be more racist than getting asked you to say the N-word.
Right. Time will tell.
Time will tell. I'm going out to take a piss.
He's going out to take a piss. I'm Jason. Take care out there in podcast land. Bye-bye.